Hello everybody, this is David Graham with your sports report. Only if it's local. Baseball, football, softball, basketball, and everything in between. On TV, radio, website, social media. We're everywhere. Elementary, middle, high school, whatever. Text me only at 423-912-2005.
Bob's merchandise. Bob's merchandise. Bob's merchandise. Bob's merchandise.
Music books, Bibles, guitars, violins, saxophone, amps, straps, music accessories, capos, tuners, picks, strings, microphones, guitar stands, harmonicas, mandolins, guitar cases, CDs, and more. At Bob's Merchandise, 128 Nevada Avenue, La Follette, Tennessee. Mosier & Son Construction, licensed and insured. No job too big or small for Mosier & Son, and I know you probably heard that many times, but it's true. They will do the job right the first time, because Jeff is picky, very picky. Just ask his customer, they'll tell you. Call Jeff. Call today before the bad weather hits at 423-494-8133 for any home improvement you may have to have done. Call Jeff.
100%. Kirk and his team completely brought my vision to life of my dream kitchen. Oh, Kirk and his team were here the day that he told me that he would be here, the time of day he told me he would be here, and they stayed until it was finished and paid a lot of attention to detail, which was important to me.
And that was another satisfied customer of Kirk Pierce Construction. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you had a great holiday. The News Sports Report is brought to you by Mosier & Son Construction and Bob's Merchandise on Nevada Avenue. Also, Kirk Pierce Construction. In high school basketball, at last check, our Lady Cougars of Campbell County High School were 13-0. They are now 18-2. 6-0 in district play after playing in some tournaments over the holidays. Brad Honeycutt didn't want his girls to sit around and maybe get a little lazy, so it was a lot of basketball for the Lady Cougars, and that was just fine with them. I spoke with Coach Honeycutt over the holidays down in Oak Ridge, and we agreed he has played some very tough competition in these tournaments, and he's getting his team ready for beyond the district tournament, which is where they had their trouble last year, if you recall. They may not have it this year. This is a team that plays for each other. They don't care who leads the way in scoring. They just want to win. And they traveled to Powell this past Tuesday night. The last time we played the Lady Panthers, we won at home down up here, 75-53. But this is District 3 AAA. And on any given night, anything can happen. And here's what happened. The Lady Cougars are now 18-2, as I said, after defeating the Lady Panthers of Powell Tuesday night, 64-46. We're sad to report, though, that the boys lost big, 91-43, and they've only won one game all season long. Now, here's some other district scores on the ladies' side. Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats, they maintained their pace. They beat Halls big time, 78-33. Clinton kept Carnes winless to the tune of 65-21. And Knox Central beat Anderson 59-47. Here's the ladies' standings. Campbell County's in first place. Oak Ridge is in second. Powell's in third. Clinton's in fourth. Halls is in fifth. Anderson County is in sixth. Knox Central's in seventh. And Carnes is bringing up the rear in eighth place. Now the boys, as we said, they lost. And we're not going to tell you the score again. We're not going to repeat. We're not going to repeat that score again. It's just too ugly to talk about. But here's some other district scores on the boys' side. Oak Ridge top dog, they beat Hall 70-23. Carnes beat Clinton in a good ball game 77-75. And Knox Central beat Anderson 60-51. Now here's what the standings look like over on the boys' side. Oak Ridge is in first place, Knox Central's in second, Powell's in third place, Anderson's in fourth place, Carnes is in fifth, Clinton is in sixth, Halls is in seventh, and our Cougars are bringing up the rear in eighth place. Up next, Carnes comes into John R.W. Brown Gym this Friday. The last time these two met up, our girls won down there back on Tuesday, December the 11th, but our ladies will be ready and waiting to continue their District 3 AAA run. Go up this Friday, though, January 11th, and support this outstanding group of ladies. They are well worth the price of admission. Plus, it's homecoming, and the sports report will be there to take photos of all the participants. Mosier & Son Construction, licensed and insured. No job too big or small for Mosier & Son, and I know you've probably heard that many times, but it's true. They will do the job right the first time, because Jeff is picky, very picky. Just ask his customers, they'll tell you. Call Jeff. Call today before the bad weather hits at 423-494-8133 for any home improvement you may have to have done. Call Jeff.
Bob's Merchandise. Bob's Merchandise. Bob's Merchandise. Bob's Merchandise.
Music books, Bibles, guitars, violins, saxophone, amps, straps, music accessories, capos, tuners, picks, strings, microphones, guitar stands, harmonicas, mandolins, guitar cases, CDs, and more. At Bob's Merchandise, 128 Nevada Avenue, La Follette, Tennessee.
100%. Kirk and his team completely brought my vision to life of my dream kitchen. Oh, Kirk and his team were here the day that he told me that he would be here, the time of day he told me he would be here, and they stayed until it was finished and paid a lot of attention to detail, which was important to me.
And that was another satisfied customer of Kirk Pierce Construction. Mike Reynolds and the Blue Devils of Jellicoe are not playing very good basketball right now. With a 2-12 record, they're struggling to say the least, but on a positive note, they're only 2-3 in their district, so to say they're hanging in there would be a true statement. They were at home this past Friday, January the 4th against Clinch. We wasn't there to get the report, but we will be there Tuesday, January the 15th, when they will host the Indians of Oneida, and they are always tough. You are watching David Graham's new sports report right here on WLAF. If for any reason you missed a program, they're all on our YouTube channel. Just look up David Graham on YouTube, and all my shows are right there for you to see. If you would like to advertise on the new sports report, shoot me a text, and we'll get back to you immediately, if not sooner, at 423-912-2005. And now, back to the program.
You're watching David Graham's Sports Report. You're watching David Graham's Sports Report.
All right, here's some middle school news for you. Last Friday, La Follette Middle School played host to their neighbors to the east, the Indians of Powell Valley Middle School. It was ladies' night at La Follette Middle School, as the boys didn't play in this one. We will just say our Lady Owls and JV Lady Owls lost both games. In the varsity game, it was literally a knockdown drag-out. And I know you've heard me say that several times, but this was just that. A very physical game. The Lady Indians won by 3 over our Lady Owls. Now, they played at home against Soldiers Memorial on Monday, and we were going down to Jacksboro Middle School as their schedule read. They were at home against Eagleton, but they flip-flopped their game earlier in the year and played at their place. So, this past Mondays, we went back to La Follette Middle School, and yes, they did host Soldiers Memorial. We'll tell you that our JV boys lost, and we're not going to tell you the score because it was kind of ugly, and we're just going to leave it right there. We will tell you that Ryland Humley led the JV boys with 8 big points in that game. Up next, we'll tell you our varsity girls lost as well, and that also was an ugly score. And we will just tell you that, let's see, let me give you the leading scorers. Anna Harness led the way with 3 points. 2 other players had 2, and 2 other players had 1. But it was still an ugly game, and we don't want to talk about it. And now to the boys' game. I'll tell you this, Devin Jones had 31 big points, and he was followed by Noah Burton with 15 big points. Chris Elkins had 6, Jonathan Long had 5, and Caleb Muncie added 4. And that was en route to our big win. We're proud to report that our La Follette Middle School boys team is now 9-4, and they are, more importantly, 4-2 in their conference, and I think they're sitting right now in second place. This district, especially on the boys' side this year, is probably the most competitive as we've seen it in a long time. But we'll say our JV boys and our varsity girls lost, and our varsity boys won at the Follette Middle School. Now, an update on Jacksboro Middle School, though. They did go to Eagleton, and they, both boys and girls, were proud to report won. And we want to thank girls coach Travis Thompson for that information. Now, Tuesday, it was 1A action in middle school basketball as the Wildcats of White Oak played host to the Elks of Elk Valley. The Lady Elks and the Elks swept the Lady Wildcats and Wildcats Tuesday night at White Oak, or as I lovingly call it, the glorified phone booth. The girls' game saw Brewer of the Lady Elks go off to the tune of 22 big points to lead the Lady Elks to a 33-32 win, a good ball game. Green and Owens had 4 each for the Lady Elks, and Morgan added 3. Now for the Lady Wildcats, they were led in scoring by Lexus Breeding with 12. Natalie Powell had 8. Carissa Allen and Maddie Malaco chipped in 6 each. Up next, it was Hayden Llewellyn and company of the Elks as they won over a scrappy Wildcats team 39-33. For a long time, it looked like EV, Elk Valley, was going to run away with the game, but Coach Jerry Llewellyn put in his subs, and the Wildcats started coming back, so he put his starters back in to finish the game out. Hayden Llewellyn led the scorers with 30 points. Moore had 5. Tyler Baird added 4. Now for the scrappy Wildcats, they were led by Trey Webb, who had 14. Logan Huddleston had 7. Mason DeTore had 6. Logan Day had 4, and Jordan Day chipped in 2. Now here's what's on tap in middle school basketball for Thursday. White Oak will play Jellicoe, and it's 8th grade night up there, and yes, the sports report will be there to take 8th grade photos. Jacksboro Middle School is at Norris. La Follette Middle School is at home against Jefferson. Now Monday is 8th grade night up at La Follette Middle School. They changed it from Thursday to Monday, so make a note of that. But Thursday night they play at home against Jefferson. Wynn is at Huntsville, and Elk Valley is at Robbins. Elk Valley, Wynn, Jellicoe, and White Oak are all getting ready for their Area 2 1A tournament. Now the first 2 rounds will be played, they call it satellite. That means the top seeded teams play at home in this playoff, and the schools, they play at home in rounds 1 and 2, and in rounds 3 and 4 they will be at Jellicoe High School, and that all starts January the 15th. And we don't know a whole lot just yet. Now when they let us know, we'll let you know. Mosier & Son Construction, licensed and insured. No job too big or small for Mosier & Son, and I know you probably heard that many times, but it's true. They will do the job right the first time, because Jeff is picky, very picky. Just ask his customer, they'll tell you. Call Jeff. Call today before the bad weather hits at 423-494-8133 for any home improvement you may have to have done. Call Jeff.
Bob's merchandise. Bob's merchandise. Bob's merchandise. Bob's merchandise.
Music books, Bibles, guitars, violins, saxophone, amps, straps, music accessories, capos, tuners, picks, strings, microphones, guitar stands, harmonicas, mandolins, guitar cases, CDs, and more. At Bob's Merchandise, 128 Nevada Avenue, La Follette, Tennessee. Hello everybody, this is David Graham with your sports report. Only if it's local. Baseball, football, softball, basketball, and everything in between. On TV, radio, website, social media. We're everywhere. Elementary, middle, high school, whatever. Text me only at 423-912-2005.
100%. Kirk and his team completely brought my vision to life of my dream kitchen. Oh, Kirk and his team were here the day that he told me that he would be here, the time of day he told me he would be here, and they stayed until it was finished and paid a lot of attention to detail, which was important to me.
And that was another satisfied customer of Kirk Pierce Construction. At a total of $3,700, 11 10-hour days, this is what mural artist Gail Hinton was able to create at Valley View. They had their mural presentation Tuesday, January the 8th at Valley View. Special guest, of course, was Gail Hinton, who has created artwork all over the nation and chose to share her talents with over 200 boys and girls at Valley View over the holiday break. Can you imagine the boys and girls' surprise when they entered the cafeteria? Principal Jason Dotson was very pleased, so pleased in fact he bought my lunch while I was at the school. First District School Board member Jeffrey Miller was there along with Superintendent Jennifer Fields, who was very proud, very excited, and was quick to tell the sports report it's all about the great people who volunteered, who chipped in to make this possible. And she said, David, it's not about me, but I told Jennifer this. I said, you know, Jennifer, it takes great people to lead great people. Miss Fields took time out to pose with some of the students at Valley View who loved the new look in the cafeteria. She went around asking all the boys and girls what they thought. Gail also done some work in the gym as she painted the new Bobcat mural on the wall. It's on the left as you go into the gym. Former Superintendent Donnie Poston was on hand to celebrate the new do for the school. A great day for Jeffrey Miller, Jennifer Fields, teachers and all, but most importantly, the students at Valley View Elementary. Now they plan on painting the gym walls gray, a gray color, and it will blend in with the new mural. So that, you know what, I got to thinking about it. That's going to look pretty awesome. After Miss Gail left, though, she told us she'd be in Oak Ridge Wednesday, that was yesterday, to start on yet another project. Keep in mind, this young lady is in her mid-70s and she still stays busy. She's still active and she goes all over the nation, blessing folks with her talent and her creations. Here's more from Jeffrey Miller. All right, Jeffrey Miller, you're the school board representative, I should say, from the 1st District. What's going on here today?
Well, we had a project done over the Christmas break. Back in the late summer, I had a vision that after visiting all the schools, that some of our schools had these murals done, and it really impressed me. It gave me a wow factor. And Valley View did not have that, and I thought that it would be a good thing for our kids here in the Valley to enjoy that it might bring some calming to them. So we started a process of going through, getting bids, getting quotes, artists lined up, and we chose Gail Hinton out of Knoxville. And the phenomenal job that she's done with our school is amazing. From the 45-foot Bobcat mural in the gym to all the walls, over 60-foot walls times 4. I mean, it's amazing. Every wall was done with something that gave reflection on our Valley View community. And the goal for me personally was, when the kids are in academics all morning and they go to lunch, they should have time to just, reflect and be at peace with eating their meal and, and get away from the academics for just a few minutes. And what better way than to lose their imagination in the wall murals.
Right.
And, with what she did in there, like I said, she really put a lot of effort. And it's just, you have to come and see it to really realize what she did. The hard work, dedication, she spent 11 days working on this over Christmas break, 10 hours a day. And I couldn't thank her any more than what I've said it, and I'll say it again. She made such a difference, and that's what I stand for. That's why I got elected. That's why I ran, is to make a difference for the kids.
Right. And Jeffrey, you of course we're here in the 1st District, but you have been working on other districts for other kids.
The thing is, I represent District 1, which is most of the county, the lake, and I have Valley View that sits in my district, one school. But like I said at the first board meeting, I'm elected by the people for the people, and I represent not just the 1st District, but all districts.
Right.
Every Campbell County, and there is no child that's no different. They're all equal, no matter where they live, whether they're here in Valley View, in Jacksboro, or in White Oak.
And they all deserve the same, don't they?
The same treatment, and they deserve the same access to a good education. And these are the ideals and things that I hope the board adopt. I hope my drive and ambition we continue this path, because we can have great things happen.
Absolutely.
And it just takes, a little effort, time, and, the smallest thing like this can turn into a great thing. So I thank you for coming. Thank WLAF and everyone that helped me help make this happen. It's not just about me.
Right.
It's all about the students. And when you see kids smiling, you've done something.
That's right.
And there was 300 plus kids this morning grinning.
Now, how many kids does Valley View have?
We're right at 400, 390s, and we're growing. We have a great community in the valley. We've got good staff, great principal. Everything within our school system, is moving along.
Right.
I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm glad that the people gave me this chance. And just wait and see what happens next.
All right.
So, appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thanks.
100%. Kirk and his team completely brought my vision to life of my dream kitchen. Oh, Kirk and his team were here the day that he told me that he would be here, the time of day he told me he would be here, and they stayed until it was finished and paid a lot of attention to detail, which was important to me.
And that was another satisfied customer of Kirk Pierce Construction. Buying online versus buying in person. When buying online, you're not sure, you're frustrated, and forget about a quick refund. Why go through all that when you can go in, browse, and find exactly what you want at Bob's Merchandise on Nevada Avenue? Tell them, William.
If you're gonna buy an instrument, you want to see how it feels and how it sounds like in your hands, or if it's heavy or not, and just how much you like it, because online you can't see every little bit of it and you can't hear it either.
That's Bob's Merchandise, 128 Nevada Avenue, here in La Follette, 423-566-1031. Mosier & Son Construction, licensed and insured. No job too big or small for Mosier & Son, and I know you probably heard that many times, but it's true. They will do the job right the first time, because Jeff is picky, very picky. Just ask his customers, they'll tell you. Call Jeff. Call today before the bad weather hits at 423-494-8133 for any home improvement you may have to have done. Call Jeff. All right, we want to thank you guys for being with us. We want to remind you, if you don't catch our show here on Channel 12, then you can go to our YouTube channel. Just do a search on David Graham. Look me up, and you can catch every sports report right there. We thank you guys for being with us. Please, please, please go see our sponsors, and we'll see you in here next week. Good Lord willing. Bye-bye.